Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Albuquerque Center for Spiritual Living. We're so glad to see your beautiful faces on this very nice, supposed to be fall day. I don't know about you, but in Albuquerque it doesn't feel very fallish yet to me. But we're glad you're here. Thank you so much. My name is Maddie Suarez. I'm a licensed spiritual, I was going to say clinical practitioner, but I'm not really clinical. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center, and I'm so glad to see all of your beautiful faces today. Welcome. Those people joining us online on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much for joining us as well. Please put something in the chat so we know that you're here and we can share this morning with you. Thank you. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. So our theme today is you are the one you have been waiting for. And this continues our series of the way of transformation. And if you all would say it with me, our mission statement, we are one, love in action, transforming lives, transforming communities. Thank you. So I'm going to pray us in real quick and we'll go from there. So everybody sit and take a deep breath with me. Take another one. And as I stay in this place of beauty, in this labyrinth room, this place that I've called home for many years, as I sit in this space of knowing that all is well, that all is good, as I know my oneness with the divine, my connection to all things, to all people, to all beings. As when I sit in that space of knowing, I feel peace. I know today is our last day at this particular spot, but our last day of being together will never be, as we are one and ever, ever living. So as I settle in this morning, knowing that all is well, as I bring together my heart with yours and yours with mine, and I feel that sense of oneness with each and every one of you, I am grateful. I'm grateful for all the people that are involved in this service today. I'm grateful for Jordana and Emil on our AV team, for Joy Lynn and Clarissa for helping us light candles and pray. I'm grateful for all the people that it took to get this morning going and all the people that have worked so hard to bring us together. I'm excited for Reverend Amani's talk, knowing that it is exactly what I need to hear and knowing that I'm fortunate through it all. In this place of gratitude and curiosity and wonder and excitement for the future, I say welcome, welcome to this day. I say amen, and so it is.
Thank you, Maddie. Good morning. I'm practitioner Clarissa Crow. This is now our sacred time that we set aside for the lighting of candles and putting of our prayers out into the universe and holding the knowing of each other's prayers together in this space. So if you are at home, now is your opportunity to type your prayer request into the YouTube or Facebook chat feed. Joylyn and I are watching for your prayers. You can just put a little candle emoji. And we have Kenny and Vincent helping us light candles for you. Folks in the room, you can go ahead and start coming up to light a candle and place it in the sandbox for whatever is on your heart today. And if you would like to come up to the mic and speak your prayer aloud, you're welcome to do so.
I'd like to acknowledge our High Watch practitioners, Krista Keller and Jerry Crippen. A prayer request for Reverend Amani. A prayer request for safe travels from Joyce Stevens. A prayer request for perfect health Greg Gardner. We're lighting a candle.
We're lighting a candle for Erica Koplo. A candle for Lori Martinez.
And you may speak your intention at the mic if you would like. A prayer request for our community as we continue our great adventure in what is to be.
Deep gratitude.
I hope I am not in trouble. I lit 2 candles.
That is definitely allowed.
Okay. I lit one for Beth and our son, who's away at college, and one for my oldest brother, Art, who through his acts of love and selflessness helped us get into the position where we could make that happen.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I was so excited to light the candles, I almost jumped the line in front of Mary. She wasn't moving fast enough. So I lit 2 for the gratitude of this teaching that no matter where you are, it's with you, and that you can, whatever happens in life, you know it's what was meant to be, and you learn from what happened.
Thank you, Frank.
Hi guys, this goes out to my beloved Olivia. This week she had the corpus callosum severed to help her with seizures. She's 8 years old, and she's a member of a family that adopted me when I turned 30. I brought them with me. There's Tyler and Naomi in the back. We love Olivia, and we know that she is our light, and she is our evidence. Amen.
Amen.
Welcome, family.
Amen, amen. I just want to thank you all for holding me up this entire time that I've been here. It's been such an experience, and trying as it was at times, the love that you held in your hands for me was definitely felt, and I appreciate that. At this time, I want to thank Reverend Amani for holding us all up and keeping this center going this entire time.
Amen.
Amen,
So it
amen.
is. A candle for perfect health for Bill Heath.
I lit a candle today to deepen my gratitude for change, because from change has come lessons and letting go.
So it is.
And so knowing that each one of our thoughts and prayers, each one of our heart's desires, each one of those prayer requests, these candles lit, spoken and unspoken, are already in the mind of the divine, already done. All we have to do is step over and get into the flow, get into the light, get into the knowing. Knowing this to be the truth, I invite you to say with me and anchor each one of our prayers by saying, and so it is, amen. It's still me. It's the sacred reading time. You can't get rid of me that fast. One of my very, very, very favorite books, Ordinary Goodness, by our Centers for Spiritual Living spiritual leader, Edward Fulyoun. When I was thinking about what I might like to share about I am the one that I have been waiting for, it's one of the greatest opportunities and lessons that I have learned in my journey, in my spiritual journey, in my personal journey. And so this kind of stuck out at me. It's in the book, Ordinary Goodness, Finding Faith. I have reached a point in my life where I want to spend time on what brings joy and delight to me and those around me. I am drawn to those who have tolerance and patience and who exhibits concern for the well-being of others. I find great value in spending time with people who, like me, who love me, and who want to share their smile with me. I am drawn to those who have honesty and freedom. I notice that I like to collaborate with those who are transparent, genuine, and sincere. I love interacting with people who love to learn and who are sometimes uncertain about what they know. I am comfortable being out of step with popular trends, and I shy away from comparison as a form of motivation. I value loyalty and forgiveness, and I cherish heartfelt encouragement, both when giving and receiving it. I am fascinated by the diversity of human creativity, and I genuinely love those who show gentle, loving kindness to all beings. And on top of everything, I am amazed that people accept and welcome me into their lives. Amen, amen. So my writing happened before I read this again. So I invite you to take this as your own if you choose. When you look in the mirror, I invite you to know, without a doubt, that you are spirit expressing love and honor yourself with present awareness by saying, thank you, I love me. As I was preparing for service, I was reminded that a few years ago, I was writing a stream of consciousness. When I went back to read what I had written, which I don't often do, sometimes I don't want to know. Sometimes I do want to know. I recognized that I had made a commitment a short time before that I do not want to be anywhere where I am not wanted. And I am not willing to be anywhere that I do not want to be. For so much of my life, I created a dynamic of duality by being things to other people that were not personal to me. This holds true today. And I think as I'm getting older, it's more prevalent. Just saying. Love the one you are with. Beautiful, spectacular you. And so it is.
Love the one you are with, and it is you. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess. Thank you. I love that Joylyn shared her writing, because that's really what I want to talk today is about wanting. We want what we want. And as Joylyn expressed in her writing, that often what she thought she wanted was showing up in a whole bunch of relationships and experiences and saying yes to things that she actually didn't want. So I want to share with you some of my wants. I want people to act right. Right? I want people to act right. I want kindness to be mandated. I want all of the grown humans who have any privilege and power in the world to know oneness and to be connected to their inherent connection to all that is in this living planet, and I want them to act like that's the truth. Right? What do you want? All of that. But I want you to think about really like what it is that you are wanting right now. Freedom from fear. Put it in the comments, my beloveds online. What do you want? Enough. Say louder. This. Laughter. You want what? You want to want nothing. Anybody else who wants to be a very spiritually involved person and wants to be free of want? Yeah. Now I want you to ask yourself, why do you want that? And I'll share my why. I want that because I believe that if everybody would just act right and do right, then I would feel safe. Then I would know that my sweet child would be okay. I would feel and believe that there's a future for this planet and for humanity. I want that because I want to have a sense of security, safety, and love. But from the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, wanting comes from a belief in lack. I can only want what I believe I don't have. But here's the real talk about that very spiritual concept, because it's true. We want because we think something's missing. I want people to act right because when I look out here, not y'all act beautifully. But when I look out there, there's a whole bunch of missing kindness, right? I can identify ad nauseum. I could not sleep for days and days just in the pointing at all the ways kindness and love and connection are missing. So it makes perfect sense that I believe love and kindness and connection are missing. However, there is a greater reality. There is a greater truth that could actually meet my desire to feel safe and secure and loved. And if I look at other people's behavior, if I look at the political landscape around the world, I ain't getting it. Not getting what I want. But yet there's this treasure map that we all have. There's this treasure map that we've all been invited to seek treasure on this map. And this map always leads to the treasure within us. This map is always pointing us to our infinite greater good. And even my misunderstanding, my belief in lack is on that map. That too is part of my wholeness. That too is for me to go, hey, I've been given a clue. Your desire, your wants, yes, they're an indication of what you believe is missing. So take a minute right now and think about, what is it that I really want that appears to be missing in my life? that appearance of lack, that appearance of not enough money, not enough good people in your life, not enough time, not enough whatever your not enoughness is, not enough freedom, that is a clue on your map to go, That experience of not enoughness is pointing me to a deeper desire that exists and that I can find and I can get access to. So why do I want that? Why do I want more money? Why do I want better relationships? Why do I want more time? Underneath that want is a real answer to your true desire. And you get to have it. They go on to say in this chapter, at any moment we are operating from one of two beliefs or experiences. Those who believe they lack something and want it, and are seeking to get it from someone or something outside of themselves, and those who believe they are already whole, perfect, and complete, and lack nothing. That's like an audacious belief, right? And my prayer right now in my life is more audacity. That's audacious, to walk around in this world with a whole bunch of circumstances and inherited norms and cultural beliefs that are full of shiznit, to walk around and believe, me as a Black queer woman, that I am whole, perfect, and complete. But that is what we are after in spiritual life. Whether we call it communion with the One, whether we call it communion with each other, whether we call it peace, whether we call it agape love, what we are actually seeking, that deeper desire beneath the want, is to know that we are whole and perfect and complete. Is to know ourselves as made in the image and likeness of the One. To have a lived experience of this truth, which is where freedom and abundance and all the things live. I want to share a story. If you were here Friday night, you probably heard this story. But there is a little plant here, and for those beloveds online, I don't know how well you can see this. But if you can see, there's just this little sweet baby plant in this jar. And this plant had been named Spirit by the kiddos in our nursery almost a decade ago. I see some of those grown kiddos now. And this plant has been living in that nursery for that whole time. But when COVID hit, we forgot all about it. That plant has been in there, crumpled up, spilled onto the floor, unwatered, no sun. And when Andrea, the former lead of our nursery, went in to clean up and get ready for our move, she found this little baby plant growing from the bare root of Spirit, without any outer resources or circumstances to give it life. But this baby plant named Spirit knew what it was, knew itself to be a plant, knew itself to be a plant that grows and sprouts new leaves, and didn't need anybody outside of it to tell it what it was or make it what it was. And each one of us has the power and the wholeness and the completeness in us to be what it is that we are. which are divine manifestations of the Holy Blessed One. Here on purpose by divine appointment. And there is nothing in the outer world. There is no man-made law, no cultural norm, no agreements you've made in your family or inherited beliefs you've gotten in your family that can tell you what you are. You are much like spirit. Just give yourself permission to go on being what it is that you are. The other thing Spirit knew was where to look. Spirit knew that whatever light and moisture that was available in that room, it could find and make use of. And this treasure map that you and I have been given, this treasure map points us to all the wholeness that life is, that our relationships are, that even our BS stories that are untrue, this map shows us how to navigate that and make use so that we can discover the isness that we are. We each have an individual map. Like, you can't use my map. I can't use your map. You know, that's saying that, you can't pretend to be somebody else they're already taken. You can't use their map. You have a map that is guiding you to the treasure, which is your divine true nature. And the illusion that there's not enough kindness to go around, the illusion of separation, which I believe is the greatest ill of humankind. This false illusion is also an invitation for me to go, okay, there's more for me to know. I think this thing is missing. I think this thing is true. But if I allow that to be a clue on my map, where might it guide me? Where would this misbelief take me deeper into truth? Might I discover that really what is lying underneath that fear, the fear that I'm not going to be okay, that I'm not going to be safe, or that my kid's not going to be safe, or there's not enough for everybody, might guide me to what is really rising in me, which is an impulse of connection. The impulse to be the demonstration of enoughness. The impulse to be the loving kindness that I wish to see in the world. Because how would I even know loving kindness was a thing if it wasn't already in me? How would I recognize that it is missing in the manifest universe if it wasn't already in me? If it's a thing, how would I know that it's a thing? Because that impulse of love, which is the divine nature that we each are, that impulse to create, that impulse to continually evolve and manifest itself and sprout new leaves like plant spirit, is divinely given. It is innate in each one of us. And the very thing we think we're lacking may be like the lid that you need to take off and go, oh my God, I have that. What's really rising in me is to be the presence of that. If I think there's not enough abundant life, resources, what if I lifted the lid of that? What if I lifted the lid of that and discovered, oh wait, that is mine to give? rather than beat myself up for manifesting lack, for manifesting not enoughness, for being in a crappy relationship, or whatever the thing is that you think you've done wrong. What if this is your map unfolding right in front of you and saying, come on, darling, take another step. This may be your very way to a greater reality that you have yet to recognize. Because what happens when the attention turns from, oh my God, this crap out here is all true and real, and there isn't anything else? What if you turned your attention away from that story and said, oh, that crap and that not enoughness and that unkindness and that whatever it is waving at me, asking me to go deeper. It's saying, hey, there is a clue that is taking you this way on your map, which leads to treasure. The ancient process of alchemy, right, as we turn lead into gold. And each one of us are practitioners of alchemy. Each one of us is a living transmutation station who can take anything from the outer circumstance, anything from illusion, and turn it into gold. That is part of the divine nature that you and I have been gifted with as emanations on purpose, representatives of the Holy Blessed One. Every single one of us has this capacity to perform alchemy. And we're supposed to. That's what's really exciting. Nothing has gone wrong. Have you heard that before? Nothing has gone wrong, which is really, really hard to wrap our brains around when you look out at the world. Really hard. But if you know yourself to be someone who can perform alchemy, if you know yourself to be that audacious, whole, perfect, and complete, divinely appointed emanation of the Holy Blessed One, then all of it is for good. All of it is an opportunity to go, ooh, how can I transmute this into a greater love? How can I allow the wholeness and perfection of myself to take this in and transform it into a greater manifestation of what I truly would love to see in the world? This is what we are doing here. The wholeness and perfection that already is on the macro, in the mystery, in what we can't see, is also true on the micro, and what we can see. And the whole deal with spiritual life, with spiritual evolution, is to become conscious and aware of that truth, to be the living experience of this wholeness, which means you cannot screw it up. Even when it looks like humanity is on the brink of existence, you cannot screw it up. There are infinite chances to be a greater and greater expression of this truth. The work becomes turning our attention to it with all the kindness and compassion for ourselves. For when I trip up and stumble and fall into fear, For when I believe that something is going terribly wrong in my life or in life, I get to know, okay, this too is part of my wholeness. So I'm not going to waste any time beating myself up for having the fear, for having the want, for wanting to have a different experience. I am going to turn my attention into what is lying beneath that. I am going to turn my attention into the greater invitation that Spirit is offering me to follow my map to treasure. And I'm going to ask, okay, why? What is rising in me as an impulse of love? What is rising in you as an impulse to be a greater representation of what you think is missing? We can want what we want like a toddler. Or we can want what we want like a whole, perfect, and complete being. And that is when you say, oh, wait, I'm about to perform alchemy because I am here by divine appointment. I am here as a transmutation station for the greater good. So when I notice desire and want rising in me, then I am also noticing a responsibility to bring it. Which is why we are grown folks. Which is why we no longer look to others like a toddler to provide the need. We allow ourselves to take up the space, the audacious space, to be the wholeness that life is. To become conscious of a greater reality that wants to show itself on this planet at this time. There's no need to wait for somebody else to do it. You're the one. And you're the one on purpose. Your life has always been critical to the fabric, the one fabric that we are each a beautiful thread in. So that want that lives in you, it's asking for your attention. It's asking for your attention in a real way, in the capital R greater reality that we are already whole, perfect, and complete way. So I'm going to share with you an affirmation that you can take with you, because I get it. Stuff is distracting out there, which is why it's more important than ever that we become masterful as performers of alchemy. That you and I step into our greater responsibility as a member of this one life. That you decide wholeheartedly to be audacious in how you are willing to show up in the world. And there's a simple affirmation that you can use to retrain your attention, which is God is, I am. God is, I am. And you can just do it in a circular chant, thought process. God is, I am. God is, I am. God is, I am. God is. And if it feels audacious, good. And I want you to do this as part of your daily activity. Because you and I have a lot to be distracted by. We've inherited a lot of false beliefs and ways of being that do not serve our wholeness. So I want you to do it when you're waiting for a page to load. I want you to do it when you get out of the car. I want you to do it every time you go to the bathroom. God is, I am. I want you to work this into your living life so that it becomes the greater focus rather than all the BS out here. Deal? All right, we are going to anchor this in prayer, but we're going to do it in song. So I am going to bring up our beloved Clarissa to lead us in our closing song and prayer.
So, hello again. We are going to play a video. It's one of my most favorite songs by Shyla Ray Sunshine that really just speaks to this message today, because the chorus says, "You are the one that you've been waiting for. We are the ones. I am the one that I've been waiting for." So, the words will be for the chorus, so feel free to sing along and enjoy.
Stepping out of righteousness, recognizing oneness, no separation of you and I of that of this. We are playing one game, everyone wins the same. I allow all things to exist today. I allow all things to exist in their own way. I exist in my own way, and I am a powerful creatress living in the matrix, source of all wisdom in this bliss queendom. We will all manifest, we will all rise, raising our consciousness, opening our eyes. We can do anything as long as we try. Whoever said that the limit was the sky? I have a dream and I'm living it every day, learning not to let my fears get in the way. Oh, and I'm reaching to myself, and oh, I smile for what I'm feeling. Know that you are God and God is love. When you pray to above. When you pray below. When you pray, you can pray to yourself, because you know that you are so powerful. You are
beautiful. Oh. You are the one you've been waiting for. And this community is made up of a whole bunch of ones we've been waiting for. And what I know for sure in this moment of transition as we leave this campus behind and go out to seek our greater good, because that's all that's happening. I know that we are it. That you are the Albuquerque Center for Spiritual Living. It has nothing to do with bricks and mortar. Nothing to do. So I am giddy. I was sharing with Jeff this morning that I'm almost high from how excited I am to move into what's next. Just every day we get closer to the closing on this property. Every day we pack another box and room's empty. I'm like, woo, I'm so excited. Can't even stand how excited I am. So this is what I ask you to contribute to. This is what I ask you to give to. You can text to give 847-8431. You can click to give on our website, ABQCSL.org, and you can QR code to give. Give because you know that every life that comes into contact with this community, with this teaching, with this understanding, becomes the love that we want to see in the world. We do good work, my friends. I love you.
Do I have it in the right way? I do. Good morning. Thank you. Gosh, thanks, Amani. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I love that video. Awesomeness. Okay. So please visit our website, abqcsl.org, to sign up for our newsletter, which is something that comes out every single week, and it gives you an idea of what's happening. It's awesome. Also, you can see our calendar of events to see what's happening. And you can sign up for Spirit Calling, which is something that you get a message every morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm the person doing that this week. And you also get a text at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Just an affirmation, just to help you have a glorious day, because that's what we're here for. Let's see. Also, you can go to the website to see the section of About Us, and you can find a practitioner who maybe you can pray with or work with to get someplace you want to be and experience something that you haven't. So that's a great resource as well. Also, you can put in a prayer request at prayer@abqcsl.org, and all the practitioners and ministers will pray for you that week, knowing the truth about you. So please use that as well. I think that's it for my announcements. I'm going to go ahead and pray us out. Ready? All right, so let's all get into a space of just relaxation as I sit in this space of knowing that today was glorious in all ways, knowing that today I received things that were so important to remember, remembering the truth about me, and hopefully you did too, knowing that this day is blessed along with every other day that we get to be on the planet, experiencing true love and oneness with each other. As I sit in that place of gratitude for all the people that did all the things today and contributed to this service, and all the people watching, all the people here, all the people online. Gratitude for everyone, knowing that we are one, and as we support each other through all the things that we learn and know the truth about, then we are stronger, we are powerful, that we are the ones that we've been waiting for. I let it go, I let it be, and say amen, and so it is. All right, let's read our affirmation. Okay.
Say a few more things.
Yeah.
All right.
Today, I embrace the knowing that I am the one I've been waiting for.
Our website will be in the newsletter and also on this video. Our new time and place begins this week. This is our final day on this campus, which means the next Friday, Art of Prayer and Practice, which is our in-person opportunity to go deeper, is going to be on the Unitarian Universalist campus at the corner of Carlisle and Comanche, for those of you in Albuquerque. 5:30, our usual time for the Friday practice opportunity, but at the new location. So everything moving forward from this day will be held at the new location, including Wednesday's homeless feeding program. We'll be packing food and doing all of that at the Unitarian campus, Carlisle and Comanche. Next Sunday, we have a new location and a new time. So beloveds on the live stream, the new live stream time will be 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Our new in-person gathering time on Sundays will be 5 p.m. at the Unitarian Universalist campus, Carlisle and Comanche. And if you forget what I've just said, and you will, you are going to go to our website, abqcsl.org, check the calendar, make sure that you confirm where it is you are going when you are going to a thing. And also, if you do not get our newsletter, go to the website. It's on the homepage to get subscribed so you can stay up to date on all the things. The other exciting thing that is happening beginning next Sunday at our new time of 5 p.m. is following our Sunday gathering, we will have a time to hang out, have snacks. And thanks to everybody who brought snacks on Friday night, we have such an abundance of snacks that you have stocked us to begin the new snacks at our next location, so thank you. And so that'll just become a new regular thing that you and I get a chance to do, is get to have a little bit more time together for those of you who are in person. For those of you who mainly participate online, we've got you too. There will be some new Zoom opportunities coming your way soon. And during this hangout time after our gathering on Sundays, there will also be an opportunity to sit with myself and a council member or a few council members, depending on who's available, to just ask questions and share your thoughts and be with us in this process of change. Sound like a deal? All right, I'll see you all soon.